Good day, everyone. We are here to discuss to you about Dr. Walter A. Shewhart. So, we will begin with his life background and history. Dr. Walter A. Shewhart was born on March 18, 1891 in New Canton, Illinois, United States. So, he's a physicist, engineer, a statistician, and the father of statistical quality control. So this is his timeline. So he received his doctorate in physics at the University of California at Berkeley in 1917. And then after that, he taught at the universities of Illinois and California after receiving his doctorate. So he decided to quit teaching, so he proceeded and worked at Western Electric until 1924. So he also left his position at Western Electric since he was hired as one of the member of technical staff at Bell Telephone and he worked there until 1956. So, after he worked at Western Electric, it's the time wherein he introduced the control chart or schematic control diagram. So, at the end of 1930s, he now focused on statistical inference. And then he was invited to lecture in England under Carl Pearson in 1932, but his ideas were rejected by the critics since they have a different tradition, culture, and perspective. But he did not give up, so he launched his first book, which is the Statistical Method from the Viewpoint of Quality Control in 1939. So his hard work led him at honorary positions in statistical and mathematical departments of all over the United States due to his effective method. Yun, napakinabangan nila yung method. And then, the relevance and importance of his studies was published by one of the journals, which is the American Society for Testing Materials. Since they published it since it was very relevant and important to the increase in production during the World War II. So after that, he also published many articles in professional journals. And then he received his recognition in industrial quality control in August 1967. So Shewhart's passion for studying made him acquire great knowledge in sciences that resulted to leading him to the success as a quality guru. So he achieved all his dreams and goals in life before he died at Troy Hills, New Jersey on March 11, 1967. So that is all for the life background and history of Dr. Walter A. Shewhart.
Good day, everyone. My topic for today is about Shewhart contribution, which is process variation. So, Shewhart said that the variation must be fixed in the process to produce high quality of product. So, what is process variation? Process variations happens when processes fails to follow a precise patterns. It causes risk in the production process. There are two types of production variation: the common cause variation or the non-assignable causes, and the special cost variation or the assignable causes. So what is the common cost variation? Common cost variation is predictable and occur out of the natural process. The management are responsible for these causes, while the special cost variation or the assignable cost is unpredictable and are caused by factors outside the normal process. Special cost variations always arise as a surprise. To understand the common cost variation and the special cost variation, I will give some examples. So, common cost variation examples are poor maintenance of machines, inappropriate procedures, and poor design. While special causes examples are the machine malfunction and the poor adjustments of equipment.
So my discussion is all about ASQ. ASQ stands for American Society for Quality. ASQ of individuals who are passionate about the methods of quality control. All the members of ASQ contributes their ideas of quality control and their experience to industry. He effectively brought together the disciplines of insights, economics, and engineering. He also developed the highly effective tools, specifically the control charts. All his contributions were generally recognized. Shewhart obtained appreciation within the statistical community for composing measurable strategy from the perspective of quality control. Next, there's another important element in Shewhart's accomplishments was his quality of bringing out thoughts and information of other people. He believes that statistical theory would serve the desires of industry. He's a man of science who worked calmly to create thought which made the world superior. ASQ is influenced intensely by Shewhart's ideas and contributions. Before his death, Shewhart specified to other individuals of ASQ that he was satisfied by their commitments, which managed to broad development within the field of quality control. And he also said that he was amazed by looking at the improvement which was past his expectation. That's all.
So good day everyone, I'm Nina Rica Manzano from Group 5, here to report Dr. Walter Shewhart, PDSA, our Plan Do Study Act. This was already tackled from Dr. Deming's group reporter, but I'm going to discuss the point of view from Dr. Shewhart or the Shewhart cycle. So first let me define what is PDSA. So PDSA is a method used to see if the implemented change is effective or not. It was implemented in 1986 as more effective than PDCA since it has an analytical value. So as Dr. Shewhart first introduced the straight line that consists of three-step process: the specification, production, and inspection. Later on, he clarified that it should be cycled, that it is more effective than the straight line or the three-step process, that it became known as Shewhart cycle or also called Deming cycle. So, as P stands for plan, it is by identifying and analyzing the problem or opportunity inside the organization. So I'll give you a few example. So let me connect this with what's happening here in the Philippines. So inside the school, because of the threat COVID-19, the teachers need to think or analyze the problem wherein we have a so-called quarantine. So we have a 1 month suspension from classes. So teachers will need to think how they will keep in touch with their students to assess activities and examinations. That's for P, planning. And D stands for do. So this stage allows the previous step to be finished. Little changes usually tested and information that gathered is to perceive on how effective the change is. So from the previous situation, so the teachers will make an alternative action. So which is the online classes. So they will have an application. They have application like Google Classroom and Zoom to use. So S stands for study. So this stage where it measures and analyzes the outcomes of the plan used. It is also where in this stage it examines the result of the plan and if there is a result in the change. So here where they will see if the online class is effective and if many students can cope with this alternative action. So they can measure it by the number of the students that can attend the online class and if most of those students can pass the requirements or the activities the teachers gave to them. And last is A, where it stands for act. So it is where it adopts the change and run throughout the cycle again and again. So as a conclusion from the situation, so few students can't afford to enter online classes due to certain reasons, yet these online classes is the easiest alternative to or easiest way so that when the classes resumes they will only have to do few tasks or few activities, yet those students that can afford to enter online discussions can just comply with the activities given by the teachers by asking their classmates. So as a PDSA is a repetitive cycle where many companies around the world has been using it because of its effective result in solving problems and improving the quality of a product. You can plan many test ideas, more chance of having a good result. Then implement only the ideas that you are confident to use to achieve the possible changes. So So from my example, because many students can't use online classes or they can't afford to enter online classes, maybe because they don't have Wi-Fi or they don't have load for data, so the teachers can try again and plan for another way to keep in touch with their students and give their activities they need to comply with the grades of those students. So that's it, and that is all about the PDSA from Dr. Stewart. Thank you.
Here are the significance or benefits of statistical process control when applied in an organization. Number 1, it reduces scrap, rework, and warranty claims. Uniformity is one of the key benefits of SPC software. Best example is that soft drinks or cold drinks almost taste the same even though thousands of bottles are manufactured per day. And SPC software assures uniformity of the final product, whether 1 unit or 1,000 units are manufactured per day. By assuring uniformity to tightly designed specifications, product quality is assured and reworked, and RMA numbers can drop. Number 2 significance of statistical process control is it maximizes productivity. Without SPC software, it is hard to identify the defect or problems in the production process. Problems can be only identified at the end of the production process, such as having part that has defects. The production process has to be stopped or completely shut down to figure out the root cause of the problem causing the defect. Pinpointing and repairing the problem may take up more time. And with SPCs And with SPC software, implementation production problems are caught during the manufacturing process, and only a small part of the production line has to be shut down. The entire production line never shut down completely, and so constant production is maintained. Number 3 is increased operational efficiency. SPC control charts display the statistical information for monitoring manufacturing quality in a graphical format. It detects and displays any unusual process variations so manufacturers can test for different causes or cases. Statistical information provides real-time analysis to set baselines for manufacturing, establish control over those baselines, improve the manufacturing process, identify the flaws or imperfections, and correct them without relying on opinions or guesswork or assumptions. And number 4 is decreased manual inspection. Detecting any errors after the production process may result in a product waste. Once you've detected and corrected any errors in the process, you can correct equipment setting and manufactured products faster without the need of manual inspections. This is particularly true for the food and beverages that works in a tightly woven supply chain and must demonstrate that their products meet prescribed quality standards. As this industry progresses from inspections to SPC, it can collect and analyze the needed data to improve the overall manufacturing or operational efficiency.
Hi everyone, so I'm going to continue the fifth significance of statistical process control. So the fifth significance is the customer satisfaction. Well, we all want a satisfied customer, and our number one goal is to fill their expectations toward our product or services. But in order for us to achieve that goal, we must have the quality of our product, and by the use of the statistical process control software, we can assure the loyalty of our customer. Well, for example, in a window blinds business, we must choose wisely our supplier if it has the quality, such as the durability of the blinds. So the quality that is expected towards our service is at high. Then next is the sixth significance of statistical process control. So the sixth is the cost reduction or control. So the statistical process has a big part in every business. With statistical process control, it can reduce the production cost, but still has the quality of the product. One of its ways is to never let a defect product to pass through your naked eyes, and make sure to thoroughly check every product before shipment happens. Then lastly, the seventh significance of statistical process control is the extensive analytics and reporting. Other than thorough inspection of products, the data and all other informations of the product should always be analyzed so that managers can use it as a basis for the monthly processes of products. Um, Statistical process control is indeed helpful in every business. We must always keep in mind that in every action we do in our business, it has its cost. And that's all. Thank you. I'm Carissa Marconan, and we are Group 5.